Hey y'all. So, I'm obviously in much better spirits today. That does not mean that things went my way today. I'm just going to be very honest. They did not. They didn't necessarily go my way, but they didn't also not go my way. But the great thing about today is that I actually got to speak and I didn't have an attorney. The person I was, in court with, he had an attorney. And that attorney, tried to make me look like a criminal, basically based off of the evidence that they have. But the truth of everything is that in all the situations that I've had to go to court with, it's been an attack at my heart. And what I mean by that is that my heart condition is what has caused me to have mental struggles, has caused me to have to take this medication, has caused so many things that when people don't have anything on you, they're going to weaponize your health conditions and the things that, are God-given. Like, God gave me this heart condition. Y'all think that he's going to allow someone to use it as a weapon against me? I don't think so. So I just want to read Psalm 127. It says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives to his beloved sleep. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate." So basically, I'm going to break that down for you, because it's first talking about God's sovereignty over us, that he has authority over us. And if we build a house and he's not included in it, that house is not going to last. It's going to fall. He is not going to allow things to be successful without his blessing. And so therefore, these accusations and these lies that are being told against me, they're not built on God. So they're not going to last. They're only going to take them so far. The futility of self-reliance. When we rely on our own works, when we sit there and we stress about every detail and how we're going to, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make this work? That is not trusting God. And so therefore, when we have self-reliance, our mission is going to fail, because we can't do life on our own. We were not meant to be doing life on our own. And so therefore, any extra works or any extra energy put into something that is ultimately in God's control is just fear. And we're not called to live in fear. And children are a blessing. Y'all, I have been having multiple times where I have been told that I should not be able to have custody of my children, all four of my children, because of my heart condition. Let me tell you that God is the one that gave me this heart condition. And after doctors and people told me that I could not have children, guess what? God gave me four. He gave me four children to grow in my womb. And the thing is that if anybody wants to sit there and say that I'm unfit as a mother because of my heart condition, that is because they have nothing else on me. They don't have the ability to say there's anything else wrong with this mother, that, oh, well, she could go into cardiac arrest. Yeah, but you know what? God gave me these children. And guess what? I'm still alive. I'm still here. So anybody that wants to come at me with this, oh, well, her heart condition and her medication, that was God given to me. And guess what? He's got me covered. Another thing, dependence on God. When we depend on God, our lives will be completely protected. And we cannot depend on a judge. We cannot depend on an attorney. We cannot depend on police. We can't depend on anybody. The only one that we can depend on is the one who created us, and that is God. And so from this point on, yeah, it hasn't gone my way. But guess what? I'm standing solid, because I'm like, you know what? You're going to try to accuse me of being a bad mom because I have a bad heart? I don't even have a bad heart. Guess what? You have a bad heart. You have the heart problem, not me, because my heart has been checked And I have been going through emotional heart surgery the past several months, and I am the healthiest and the happiest that I've ever been, with or without a man in my life. So guess what? You think you got me by the heartstrings? The only one that's tugging on my strings right now is Jesus Christ.